So it's Christian here with Go Green Be Lean, and today I'm coming to you from beautiful sunny Austin, Texas. And I'm out here on my porch and I'm just chilling. I'm actually doing some yoga and I'm trying to do it shirtless so that I get some of that vitamin D and also look not directly at the sun but near the sun, because you're supposed to be getting about I don't want to throw out random numbers out there, but you're supposed to get a lot more sun from actually going into your retinas whenever you look near the sun but not at it, and rather than just on your skin. But it's important to be outside to get some vitamin D. Today I want to talk about consistency, and this is something that I really struggle with, is consistency, consistently doing anything. I'm the type of person that wants to go, they find something they're interested in and they want to go balls to the wall. They just want to do it really hard, really fast, and I don't think I'm alone. I think a lot of people are inconsistent with their actions, with their motivations, with even the way that they talk with themselves. And so that's today's subject that I wanted to talk about, is self-talk and also consistent effort with anything. So what are you saying to yourself, either silently or actually out loud, that's holding you back, that's preventing you from becoming more than what you believe that you are right now? And what is it that is preventing you from being able to do the things that you wish to do? Write down one thing that is limiting you in your day that you're telling yourself, either out loud or subconsciously. And I want you to focus on, every time that you tell yourself that, I want you to say, oh, I'm doing it again. And just make a little tick next to that marking on your paper. Just make a tick saying, oh, I'm telling myself that I can't do a physical activity, or I'm telling myself I can't eat a certain way, or I'm telling myself that I have to, or I can't resist trying this thing, right? Whatever it is that you're telling yourself, it's based on what you wrote down. I want you to go back and make a tick every time you notice that you're doing it out loud or you're doing it subconsciously. You're telling yourself that you can't do something. Okay. But in order to not believe them, you have to recognize them in the first place. So by writing down your limiting beliefs, your limiting thoughts, and then just noting every time you think of that, you think that way, right? It starts to make you realize, become cognizant of these limiting beliefs in your own mind, and then you can start to shut them out. So when I was 17, I graduated high school and I had no notions of what I couldn't do or what I could do. I took a sales job, and within the first 3 weeks, I ended up hitting my target goals, my target numbers. Most people didn't believe that they could even come close to that. And the only thing that got me to that success, or that achieving that goal, was the complete lack of concern for limitations. And I just tell you this story because I want to share with you what are the possibilities that you can achieve if you remove your limitations. So one of the best ways that I know to remove limitations is just not believe them. So anyways, that summer I started out, I started this sales job, and it was 3 weeks into it. I reached my target goal, and it was like the end of the month, and I was like coming close, and I made a few calls and succeeded with my goal. And after that though, the one thing that I made a mistake on was I didn't set another goal. I didn't set another actionable thing to take action on in order to push myself, right? And I also burned myself out in that first month. Huge lesson I learned is that you want to set goals out of reach, but you don't want them to be astronomical. Set a challenge for yourself, something that is just out of reach, that is difficult to attain, and then once you reach that challenge, set another challenge, set another goal, and that way you're not exerting yourself to where you just burn out, you don't want to do anything, and you're also not underplaying your abilities and strengths. I want you to do one thing for me real quick. Pause this video, take out a pen and paper, right? Go ahead, I'll wait for you. Okay, take out a pen and paper, and I want you to write down 3 things that you're gonna do today, right? Don't worry about tomorrow, don't worry about yesterday, don't worry about 3 years ago. Write down 3 things you're gonna do today, right? That you're going to accomplish. They can be small things, they can be really, really small things. It can be something like, I am going to do 10 push-ups today, right? Or I am going to go out and I'm going to earn $50 today, right? It could be that's small of an item, right? But it's gotta be something that you can accomplish pretty easily probably within an hour or so. What that's gonna do for you is it's gonna prove to yourself subconsciously that you can do these things and you can keep a promise to yourself. Then what you do is, at the end of that day, at the end of today, go ahead and write down 3 more things you're gonna do tomorrow as well. Just keep this pattern going. Don't think about the future. Don't think about a week from now. think about what you're gonna do consistently tomorrow, okay? Today and tomorrow, that's it. I've been doing this for about a week or so now, and what I've noticed is that I do get some things done, other things I don't get done, you know? And this really helps me to prioritize where I'm allocating my efforts and energy, okay? So it's belief, one part action. And you start to build these small little beliefs. Take those limiting beliefs away. You notice them, you can start to control them and say, oh, I'm doing it again, I'm not gonna do it again, right? And then you can also start to build in those habits of taking action, okay? So that's your task for today. And so anyways, that's it for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of yoga now. Okay, and thanks again for joining me today, and check back in next week. We'll have another video for you, and we'll be talking about a new subject. And every Friday we release a new fitness or recipe video too, so be sure to check back here. Click subscribe down below, share your comments as well if you like this video, and thanks again for watching, thanks again for tuning in, and look forward to seeing you next week.